Hello again. It is just 2 weeks. It's actually 2 weeks minus 1 day before the launch of Jackson. And we are running. We're running full speed, but everything's going very well. And it's all because of the plan. The book launch team has met. We've got an agenda for October 21st at 7 p.m., an invitation open to you and the public to join our virtual launch party. We've got audiobook giveaways, paperback giveaways, and our two co-hosts are local authors, Jen Sadie and Melissa Lyons. They're both going to give away some of their books as well. So it's going to be a very exciting evening, starting off with the book trailer. I hope you'll be able to join us, whether you're an author and want to see what it's like to do a launch party or you're interested in the book. All right, onward bound. This week I want to talk about media, press kit, release. This is the time to do it. 3 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks before your launch is what my marketing expert tells me, Chelsea Stevens from Ingersoll, from Stevens Consulting. Okay, so we're going to take a look at what does a media release look like, but first, let's jump into my updated press kit. So here it is, and it's under the media tab, also under the Jackson tab. Now we've got updated photographs. Thank you to Leanne Epp from Ginger Snap. She's remarkable. She was a lot of fun, and she's actually become a good friend. We've got information about the upcoming launch of Jackson, about my podcast, about my previous book. I'm telling people what I'm interested in. So anybody who's receiving the press release, which I'll show you shortly, is going to know the kinds of things that I'm available to. Of course, you want to talk about what people are saying. So this is an advanced reader copy review of the book, and a little bit about yourself and how to contact. It's 2 pages long, but anybody who's looking at a press release from the media's point of view, it's all in one place and easier for them if they're going to write an article about you. And you certainly want that as your end goal. All right, so several weeks ago, as you know from a previous episode, the podcast representatives were all contacted, and I'm doing several interviews now. I'm on my 5th starting this afternoon, actually. There's another one this afternoon. Now let's take a look at what Chelsea has done on my behalf. Now, any marketing expert is going to have a spreadsheet of some sort to track contacts, what has happened, when things are booked, and when to get back to them for a second request. You'll see that I have 2 tabs here, podcasts and media lists. Now, I have asked and given Chelsea direction on how far to search across Ontario to contact media. And in the last week, we've gone out, and I'll show you that shortly. Now, all of this is on a drive that Chelsea and I share. So if I have contact with someone or want to add a contact to the list, I put it on there, and Chelsea will see it when she opens the file. It's shared, it's remarkable, it's updated in real time. So all of those people have been contacted. Anyone we're not hearing back from, Chelsea is sending a check-in to see, to remind them that we've done an inquiry, or we're hoping to be represented either on a podcast, in an interview, on the radio, in a newspaper ad, et cetera, et cetera. But what does a press release look like? We're going to jump in and look at that now. Okay, we're in my email box, and Chelsea has CC'd me on every single press contact she's getting to. This is to the Port Dover Maple Leaf newspaper. We have a whole blurb about what's happening, but what Chelsea has done, which is brilliant, is to include a draft article that reporter or journalist can just pull from that email and put it on their site. So when you think about the fact that many newspapers have closed in the last little while, a lot have gone to online only, we do have fewer and fewer reporters and journalists. So we want to make things as easy as possible for them to pull pertinent information out, give them the resource links if they want to search further, and to contact you for an interview. So I thank Chelsea, and she's also given me a caution because I was suggesting that we attach some photographs. Well, here's the scoop. If you attach a photograph and you're sending your email to someone who's not on your subscriber list, the chances are very high it's going to end up in their spam folder. So think about that when you're doing press releases. So that's all now happening. And what is wonderful about this phase, because the plan is working, I get to sit back and be ready to respond to any of the media inquiries, because Friesen Press and my representative is handling everything in terms of getting the book on Amazon, getting it out to Ingram Sparks, worldwide distribution. The bricks and mortar stores are going to be informed about it now, Barnes & Noble, Chapters, Indigo, and the list goes on. And I'm available to continue with my podcast interviews and help reporters through verbal interviews, through dialogue, through meetings, and taking that article that we provided to them as a template so that the word gets out there about Jackson. Now, if you like what you're seeing, I highly recommend you take a look at my 4-part modular series, which is called Time to Publish. I don't want you as a writer to make the same mistakes I did the first time around. 4 hours, $400, no more than 5 people in our group, online, conversational, and you got me for a whole month to help you work through all of your planning for your own book launch and your publicity and your marketing. Check it out, information to come, and I'll see you next Friday.